What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another ADV Outlaw video. GPX in the background, looking all sad, all ripped apart. But she's gonna be ready to go as soon as I get the motor pulled back out and get all that done and mount some fresh tires on it. But that's not today's video. Today's video, as you can probably already tell by the title, we are working on the Honda Acty. This is a 94 Honda Acty, and they obviously don't come with middle seats for a reason. They're really small. But if I can spin this around, we're gonna do it. We're putting a middle seat in here. I'm getting my little family in this truck so we can go bob around the hunting camp, the mud park, you know, and do fun family stuff. Obviously, no interstate driving with this little thing. But what I got here, this is a Polaris Razor bump seat. It's made for children, and it's made to fit between the seats of a Razor. Now, obviously, we have a manual shifter here, manual transmission, so we can't mount it down low like that. We also need to be able to access the e-brake under here and our seat belts for safety reasons. Although, I'll be honest, there's not much safety going on in a cab forward mini truck made out of some of the thinnest sheet metal you can probably buy. So it's gonna have to be raised up a little bit. I'm gonna mount it into the back firewall or the back wall of the truck in multiple locations to make it as sturdy as possible. And it does have a 4-point harness that will hold her in there. So it should be more than adequate to hold a 25-pound toddler. And obviously, when she starts to get bigger, this won't work anymore, and I'll probably resort to making a roll cage for the back of this thing and maybe mounting like a pair of Jeep seats back here, so her and another child, if me and my wife have another child, or her and one of her friends, you know, we're talking years down the road, guys, and who knows, I may end up getting side by side by then. So that's cool. We're gonna work on that. I also have this light stick that came off my old four-wheeler before I sold it. Hate all you want in the comments. I'm mounting it on here. It's gonna be awesome when we're at the mud park. The other thing that I got is some upgraded suspension. So I got these coils, and they are not very big, but this truck isn't very big. But these are progressive coils, so that's why they have a tighter winding and a you know, bigger windings at the top. This is the bottom. I've seen several videos where people have put these on backwards. I got these from a guy named Harley Rose, I think was his name, on Facebook. He has tested lots of coils on these trucks, lots of suspension stuff. So he was very knowledgeable, very fair priced, knew what he was talking about. So I got these, and I also got some new shocks for the rear. I think these are just like some KYBs or something. But this is what he's calling like his mini truck lift, mini lift. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it's the first steps to doing a real lift kit on one of these, because you can put a 2-inch lift front and rear on here, but this is step number 1. This is gonna maybe give us a little bit more height in the front. I'm not sure yet on this. We're gonna see, at least level it out. And then if I want to, I can stack a 2-inch lift on top of that. So let's get started on cutting some metal and see if we can get a seat mounted in here. right, so I got 2 holes marked out, kind of hard to see, and I already used my little center punch thing. You just, I don't know if you guys have never seen these, they're cool. You just put it where you want and you go like this, and it puts just enough of a little divot to where you can start your drill bit. So I got a little bit to start us out. I don't even know what size it is, doesn't matter, it's just a pilot bit. And then I've got a 5/16 bit that the bolts will pass through. I want 5/16, so I have a little bit of room when I'm installing the rib nuts. And if you guys don't know what I mean by rib nuts, this is what I'm talking about. This is what they look like. I just picked up a whole bunch more of these. So you put these in there and then use a gun, just like a rivet gun, to sandwich this into something. So I'll show you that when I get to that step. All right, so at this point, guys, I've got my holes drilled in my piece. Okay, got those drilled, and I went ahead and laid out where I wanted it on the wall, and I oops, laying in the horn. Went ahead and drilled my 2 holes. Now these 2 holes are for my rib nut. These are the rib nuts. You put them in there and you crimp them like a rivet, but they have threads in them. This is a 1/4 inch rib nut, and it takes a 23/64 drill bit, as it says there on the package. So the tool you use is one of these. This happens to be a Matco one. That is the Matco part number. If you want to get this one, there are many different companies that make them. This is just the one that I have. So you screw it on the tip here, and then you just use it just like a rivet gun, guys. So let's get these installed and hang this thing, and then we can decide where we're going to put our lower mount.
All right, so it's obviously not the same day. I'm no longer at the shop, but I was able to finish my project. I got the seat mounted, and we tested it, and it works great for my daughter. It's going to be perfect for exactly what we need to do. Bop around at the hunting camp, go to the mud park to ride around with our friends. So I'm going to show you that, and I also got the light stick mounted. I made a little mount for that, so I'll show you guys that right now.
Let's see.
So this is what the final result looks like, mounted in there. And I'll take a better shot of this in another video when I take it back apart to paint the bracket. The bracket has not been painted. You know, I wanted to make sure everything works first, but it's definitely sturdy. You can grab it and it shakes the whole truck when you do it. I did sit in this seat, so I know it'll hold almost 200 pounds, which is perfect because my daughter only weighs 25 pounds. And then I also got this little bracket made for this light stick, and I will insert a clip right now of what it looks like lit up at night. Very cool. A lot of guys in the dunes run these. Down here in the south, all the guys in the mud parks run them. I did wire it up already. I just ran the wire behind this. This rack is going to come off soon. I got a few things I want to do to it other than add that, and obviously I didn't put any paint on that because this whole rack is going to get painted. But I zip tied the line through here, and then I put the line, just let it float down. I'll do something different with that, maybe wrap it. But I ran it through an existing hole in the bed and then ran it over to the battery to where you can't see anything. Nice and neat. So yeah, seat works, this works. Had the stroller in there because we went to the county fair and took this over there. It's only a mile from our house, so it's a pretty safe test ride. Actually, we went on a test ride before that, but you should have seen the looks we get riding 3 deep in the mini truck. Anyways, guys, thank you for clicking on this video. Stay tuned, more content on the way. This week I've got a bunch of dirt bike upgrades to do, so gonna get popping on the top end and tires and all that good stuff, and I'm gonna go through a whole list of parts and pieces and all that stuff that we got to put on the bike and get it freshened up and get it ready to go riding again. So thank you guys for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.